Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, our Moments with God. And I hope that as I share with you the daily Mass readings and my reflections, or the lives of some of the saints, which are very inspiring, that somehow these lives and the Gospel passages and reflections are helping us somehow to discover a little more deeply our own situation as far as our spiritual life is concerned. The other things can be taken care of by doctors or businessmen or superiors or our bosses, etc. But spiritual life, you require another kind of direction, another kind of, let's say, uh, way to go there. And I hope that somehow these are helping you, as they are certainly helping me. And if you like the video, you may please share it with others. Thank you. Today I am in altogether another place in Austria. As you can see, this is an unfamiliar background, and the weather is quite cold here. This morning when I went for a walk, it was 0 degree. Now it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but it is so cloudy, and this also has a meaning for our spiritual life. I'll come to that in a moment. But today the church celebrates also the feast of St Albert the Great. There are a few saints who are known after their names is added the Great. Leo the Great, Saint Gregory the Great, Saint Albert the Great. These are some of the great, because Saint Albert, unlike many other saints, was a great thinker and a person who did a lot of research and finding and came up with new ways of teaching the Catholic doctrine. He lived in the 13th century, and the Dominican order had just started, and he wanted to join the Dominican order, which he did. And the Dominicans are also known for their research and studies, and therefore one of his very important disciples was Thomas Aquinas, who is another great thinker who wrote a lot on theology and on finding God, etc. We'll come to that another day on the feast of St. Thomas Aquinas. But sometimes we might wonder, what's the use for us today if Albert the Great lived in 13th century, wrote a lot and discovered a lot? What does it help us? I think that is very important to know. For me personally, when I read the lives of these saints, I come to know, my gosh, I am standing on such rich tradition of the Catholic Church, where we have had such great thinkers and people who were spiritually deeply inspired and who went deeper into their selves. They found a connection between what the scripture says and what their own life could be and was not, and how they improved their life and left a legacy behind for other people to follow. I think that is one important thing that we can do. And what I also want to say about is the gospel today, that Jesus is talking about how we should be unlike the people at the time of Noah and at the time of Lot, who were eating and drinking in the last moment. They did not take care of what it means to be prepared for another life. That Albert the Great is showing us that we can be on a different level and not spend our time only drinking, eating, making business or enjoyment. Yes, those things are also required, but in a certain limit. We must dedicate little more of our time for our spiritual growth, for our spiritual life. And I am sure that through these videos that you are seeing, you will become more aware that we do not spend our time like the people at the time of Noah, or like the people at the time of Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah, and what happened to them and what happened through the 40 days and 40 nights of rain during the time of Noah, when the floods came and engulfed them all. let the busyness of our life and what happens to us around us not engulf us in our problems. And if you would like, you may please subscribe to this channel. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.